Hey guys, what's going on? You're probably wondering, what's going on right now? I'm sick. Well, not sick right now. Kind of sick.
We just wanted to come on here really quick and say sorry for lacking on the videos. We took last week off because we were moving into our new apartment. Well, it was a big ordeal, a lot of complications you guys will see in our move-in vlog, which will be after this video. But we wanted to talk about why we're not really having a video for Monday either, because moving has been slower than we anticipated, and we don't really have time to film a regular video. So we are going to explain why Steven has been sick. I guess you guys probably remember he was in the hospital. How long ago was that? That was like beginning of July.
Almost a month ago.
Yeah, it was the beginning of July. He was in the hospital. You guys were wondering what was wrong with him. We thought he was fine after that, and then all this stuff came back. So I'm gonna let Steven explain that because it's obviously him that is sick. Not sick. We don't know what really is going on yet.
So basically, about a month ago, we were supposed to go to Ohio to see Maddie and Elijah.
We'll start from like the beginning.
So this all started about December, almost New Year's Eve of 2018, so 8 months ago almost. And I just got super sick. Like, I don't know what was wrong with me, but I came home and I was like, I do not feel good. And I threw up so much, and I had some stuff come out of me that was not supposed to come out.
That sounds like your organs came out or something.
I had stuff come out of a certain area which it should be solid, and it was not. It was very bad, and I lost like 15 pounds in 3 days. Like, I'm not exaggerating, like 15 pounds in 3 days. It was the worst. I was just so sick. Didn't go to the hospital or anything. It's just like, you know what, it's just a bug, it'll pass.
It did.
Yeah, it did. And then several months later, when next did I have my episode, I guess? My next episode.
Your birthday.
In April, on my birthday, I just woke up not feeling good, went to the bathroom a couple times, missed my first class that day. I posted a video on my channel on my birthday, like my 19th birthday vlog or whatever, and I talk about how I wasn't feeling good.
That happened.
Yeah,
kind of similar situation as the first one.
But it wasn't as bad. I was just feeling sick. Once I lost that 15 pounds, I was trying to gain it back, and I eventually got up to like a decent weight, and then I got sick again, and that was whenever we were going to Ohio. Just not feeling good. My stomach always hurt. Just throwing up. It was awful. And so we're on our way to the airport, and like I just had lots of appetite, and I was just not eating. Once we get to the airport, I go into the bathroom and I threw up like 6 times. And Madeline was like, "We do not have to go there. Like, we can get our flights canceled. Like, we have insurance on the flights, so we can just leave and just not go."
And we did end up getting our money back, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But I also want to say that it has nothing to do with Steven being like afraid of flights. He's not scared of flying or anything. Like, we knew something was wrong with him the moment he didn't want to go to Ohio. Like, that was like when we were like, okay, something really is wrong. Oh, you had gone to urgent care too at one point.
So I went to urgent care a couple days before the flight, and she was like, "You're just stressed out, just like take a break, like do teenagers things." I'm like, okay.
Because she knew our job.
Yeah, I told her like what we did, and I was like, I edit for a long time, I edit all these videos. She's like, "You have a control issue, you just need to like tone it down, just relax a little bit." So I was like, alright, whatever. So she gave me some medicine for my stomach acid, and then we're heading to Ohio. And once we get to the airport, throwing up, I'm like, okay, there's no way that I'm going, so we go to
we go to the emergency room.
So once we get up there, I'm like, there's no way that I can go. So we go to the emergency room. They do all this like blood work on me. They do a CT scan. They take my urine sample. They said, everything's coming back fine. Don't know what's wrong with you. And then it was really just like, see you later.
Yeah. The only reason why we really wanted to go to the emergency room was to get fluids back into him because he had been throwing up and losing weight and all that stuff. Dehydrated possibly. He wasn't eating, and so we got fluids in him. He felt 100 times better with the fluids, and we had gone live that day, so you guys definitely, I'm sure, remember that live stream if you guys were watching. So he got fluids. We thought he was fine. Everything was great. Woohoo. We really wanted to get testing done to rule out serious things, and that was like the main reason for going. Make sure everything's okay, and it was. So we ruled out like serious, I guess. I mean, it's still serious, but you know.
About 2 weeks ago, I drove up to IKEA with my little brother, and I'm sure, I don't know if this video is going up before that, but anyways, future video, maybe it's a past video if you guys haven't seen it.
No, it'll be after this because it's going up tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
You guys will see that Steven surprises me with something. Anyway, he goes to IKEA.
So I go to IKEA and I'm like not feeling good. It's like an hour drive. Like my stomach is just aching. It just does not feel good at all. So after I go to IKEA, I go to a camera shop and I'm still not feeling good. And then I ended up buying a camera, this one that you guys are seeing right now. After I go to the camera shop, I'm just feeling awful. After I buy the camera, I'm just not feeling good at all. We go home, I like take a nap, my stomach just hurts. And then the next day, I didn't feel good either. Like, I felt like I had to go to the bathroom so much. So we ended up going to Babe's the next day, and I ate like 3 pieces of chicken. And then I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, and I come back, and something's like not feeling right in my stomach. So I go back to the bathroom, but somebody's in there, and I'm like freaking out right now. I can't be here. So I leave, and I'm like, hey, Dad, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go back to our apartment. I'm trying to just like relax there. Are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I can make it, whatever.
And we were in separate cars. Like, I was at Babe's with him, but we had to take separate cars because of moving stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Or I came home a different time than he did. So I couldn't drive him home because we were in 2 different cars. And we were at Babe's, we should have said, with my family and Steven's family.
I get in the car and it's like super hot. It's like 104 degrees. So I turn on the AC and I have cold air blowing in my face. And I'm about like 30 minutes into the drive and like my hands start tingling up and like my feet, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, it's so hot in here. But I have the AC turned on and like just blowing in my face. So I pull over on the side of the road and I'm like freaking out. My heart rate, like just my resting heart rate was like 130 beats per minute. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm freaking out. So I take off my shirt, I take off my shoes, and I'm just sitting there like on the side of the road with cold, like freezing air blowing in my face, and like my heart just pounding, and like my hands and feet were tingly, and like I started having a panic attack, like a major panic attack, and like my wrists were like doing this, and like I couldn't move anything, and like I had to call my mom with my knuckle because I couldn't move.
He originally thought he was passing out.
Yeah.
So that's why he pulled over. But he knew it was like a different feeling than passing out, but it's a good thing you pulled over.
Once I pulled over, all that happened, and then I called my mom. I was like, hey, I need you and Dad to come pick me up, and I need you guys to take me to my apartment. Like, I can't drive. I hang up, and then 2 minutes later, I called my mom again, and I'm like, I need you to call the police. Like, I need people here right now, because I thought I was gonna die. Like, literally, I thought I was going to die right there.
Steven has never had a panic attack before, so that's what makes the situation even more scary, is like he did not know what was going on. Like, now if that happens to you, you know what to do, you know to breathe, you know to put your feet up and yada yada yada. But at the time he did not know that's what was going on. And it's really scary to go through that by yourself. And that's once he called his mom and like stayed on the phone with him, he started to like calm down a bit. But that's why he was saying he needed somebody there, because he literally thought he was dying.
They didn't end up calling the police because like they were really close, and so I got into my mom's car and my dad drove my car to our apartment. I like fell asleep in my mom's car and just had like freezing air blowing on me, but I was like still sweating. So once we pulled into our parking garage, I like opened the door and I like threw up like 6 times. So the next day we were supposed to move. And so I just stayed in bed and like I was just not feeling good. Like my heart like still racing, like freaking out all the time.
You were throwing up like stomach acid.
Yeah,
so
like
at this point we knew you had nothing in your
like
body.
straight stomach acid.
Yeah.
It was awful. Because I haven't had like an appetite for 7 months and didn't end up moving because there was something.
Complications. Yeah.
Stayed in bed all day. I felt good at night. Next morning I get up, I'm feeling decent. And then as soon as I stand up, I feel awful. And so I lay back down, I'm like freaking out and like I cannot get up, I can't move.
But he was in the office with me and I could tell he was feeling awful like while we were waiting to get our keys. So I just basically told him, I was like, go back to the apartment. I was like, just go back, I can do all this. And just got in bed and stayed there.
Yeah, and so once I get back in the room, I go back into the bathroom and I'm just throwing up stomach acid. Like it's like yellow, it tastes awful. Like an hour later, Madeline comes back. And she's like, we don't even move today.
No,
right?
that was the other day.
Yeah.
No, we're on to the actual day we moved.
So
he's very out of it, if you can't tell.
So Madeline comes back like an hour later, and she gets her keys, and I'm just like in the bathroom, and my dad comes here. They start moving everything. Like I'm in the bathroom for probably like 2 hours, like not on my phone or anything, just like hunched over, like naked in the bathroom. Because it was just so hot, and I was just like throwing up.
But you were also shaking, so like,
yeah.
I don't know.
And then once I get out of the bathroom, I notice that the bed isn't in there. So I come into this apartment right here that we're in right now. And then I lay on the bed, and I'm sitting there. I'm just laying down for a long time. Long time. Fast forward a couple days, I'm feeling like all right. but I'm not gonna drive because I don't want to like pass out and die, you know. So my dad has a friend that's a doctor, and so we went to go see him 2 days ago. He prescribed me some medicine for anxiety and something that's supposed to help me with my stomach acid a little bit better.
It's like stronger than what he was taking.
Yeah.
I guess we should have mentioned that. We started like pinpointing when he would have these, like, we're calling them episodes. And it was like when major events were about to happen, because you also did this when we were starting school. Like your first day at school, you felt awful. We started thinking, oh, it could be maybe anxiety. And so that's what kind of like made us get onto that track. And so now he's on medicine, if you want to say that.
Yeah.
We're very open about that. Like, I'm on depression medicine. Like, I don't really care because, I mean, it's a lot of people go through it, a lot more people than you think. So, I mean, we're human too. And, I mean, our job is stressful. And, yeah, I'm not going to get into all of that. But we're pretty open books. And it's nothing to be ashamed about. So, yeah, Steven has been feeling off and on okay and bad at the same time. He's going to his actual doctor tomorrow, like his doctor that he's had since he was literally born, to figure out more stuff and like what he can do to cope with it, I guess. That is what has been going on with my baby. Yeah, it's been a wild ride.
I haven't been diagnosed with anxiety, but I have anxiety medicine, so.
We think it could possibly be that, and he's only taking half a pill to see if maybe it'll help.
And so tomorrow I could or could not be diagnosed with anxiety. So.
That is why we have not had any videos. We were going to just take the whole week off last week because we were moving, but we needed videos up for this week, and we were just like, let's just chill, like let's not worry about filming. Anyway, he's not even like in the best of mood to film. We just decided to film this little explanation video for you guys to get caught up on what is going on. He is fine right now. He's good. We're getting him figured out. Going to the doctor tomorrow, and he will be okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for our moving in vlog. That should be up on Thursday. Hopefully, we're not very sure. We will see you guys in our next video. Hopefully, Steven will be getting better. Please say a little prayer. Keep him in your thoughts. And he'll get better. Yep. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a like. Make sure to subscribe down below, and we hope to see you guys in our next video. Bye guys!